Welcome to Pharmanotes. In this part, let us learn about anticholinergic drugs, which are also called as parasympatholytic drugs or muscarinic antagonists. So first we will move toward the classification of anticholinergic or parasympatholytic drugs. Classification: the drugs are classified as natural alkaloids that are atropine, hyoscine, scopolamine, that is hyoscine. Semisynthetic derivatives: homoatropine, atropine, methionnitrate, hyoscine butyl bromide, ipratropium, triotropium bromide. Synthetic compounds: mydriatics, cyclopentolate, tropicamide, antisecretory antispasmodics. First quaternary compounds: propanthelin, oxyphenonium, silidinium, pipenzolate, methyl bromide, isopropamide, glycopyrrolate. Tertiary amines: dicyclomine, valethamate, pyrazepine. Vasoselective: oxybutynin, flavoxate, tolteridone. Antiparkinsonism: trihexylphenidil, benzhexol, procyclidine, bipridine. So this is the classification of parasympatholytic drugs which we should learn by heart. Anticholinergic drugs will block the actions of acetylcholine and produce the effects opposite to acetylcholine. So first, atropine, which is a prototype drug. Let us see the pharmacological actions of atropine. Atropine first on CNS causes stimulation. It stimulates the medullary centers, vagal, respiratory, vasomotor. It depresses the vestibular excitation and it is used as anti-motion sickness property. It suppresses the tremor and rigidity in Parkinsonism. On cardiac, it causes tachycardia due to blockade of SA node. M3 receptors are blocked. On eye, it causes mydriasis. It means dilation of pupil, contraction of dilatory pupillae, and relaxation of sphincter pupillae. So this is mydriasis, which is caused by atropine. So topical instillation of atropine causes mydriasis and the abolition of light reflex and cycloplegia, which lasts for 7 to 10 days. The intraocular tension tends to rise, especially in narrow angle glaucoma. So what is action of atropine on smooth muscle? Now in GIT, it causes a relaxation of smooth muscle. The tone and amplitude of contraction of stomach and intestine are reduced, which results in constipation. And on bronchi, it causes bronchodilation. So atropine causes bronchodilation and reduces airway resistance, especially in COPD and asthmatic patients. It also causes relaxant action on ureter and urinary bladder, which may result in urinary retention. On glands, atropine causes decrease in sweats and decrease in salivary, tracheobronchial secretions are decreased, lacrimal secretions are decreased. These secretions are decreased due to blockade of M3 receptors. In first part, we have seen the location of all these receptors. M3 receptors are specially located in the glands. So if the M3 receptors are blocked, all the secretion will be decreased, and which results in eyes become dry, skin dry, talking and swallowing may be difficult. So the atropine decreases all the secretions. Acid secretion is decreased, pepsin is decreased, mucus in stomach is decreased. The temperature, body temperature is rise due to atropine, and it is due to both inhibition of sweat as well as stimulation of regulating center in the hypothalamus. Atropine also has a mild anesthetic action. So we have seen all the pharmacological actions of atropine. Now we will move towards the uses of the drugs. Uses of anticholinergic drug. A specific drug has a specific use. So here the transdermal patch of scopolamine is applied behind the pinna. Here is used for prevention of motion sickness. Anticholinergic drugs causes mydriasis. We have seen atropine, homoatropine, cyclopentolate, tropicamide are used as mydriatic and cyclophagic drugs. So atropine also has a long duration of action, that is 3 to 5 days in eye. Atropine is useful in treatment of arrhythmias like AV block, and digitalis induced bradycardia. So what is action on respiratory system? We have seen it causes a dilation of bronchial smooth muscles. So drugs, that is ipratropium, tiotropium, are muscarinic receptor antagonists, and that is useful in COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and bronchial asthma. Next drug is glycopyrrolate. It is used as pre-anesthetic drug which will decrease the secretions and reflex bronchospasm during the general anesthesia. Gastrointestinal tract. Anticholinergic drugs, we have seen that decrease the motility, tone, and secretions are decreased. So pyranzepine, telanzepine, these are all selective M1 blockers. This is important point, that is pyranzepine, telanzepines that are selective M1 blockers which are used in peptic ulcer disease. Hyoscine dicyclomine, propanthelin, oxyphenonium, selidinium are useful as antispasmodic agents for the treatment of intestinal colic. Darifenazine, solifenazine are selective M3 blockers. So this selective M3 blockers is important point. That is darifenazine and solifenazine, useful for irritable bowel syndrome and overreactive bladder. Genitourinary tract. Anticholinergic drugs decrease the motility of urinary tract and may result in urinary retention. So dicyclomine, fluoxetine, and oxybutynin are useful for urinary incontinence. Tolteridine, phosphoteridine is a prodrug of tolteridine. Darifenazine and solifenazine, these are M3 antagonists, are useful for urinary incontinence. Side effects of anticholinergic drugs: dry mouth, difficulty in swallowing, talking, hypotension, constipation. Next is dry flush and hot skin, especially over face, neck, fever, difficulty in micturition, decreased bowel sounds, scarlet rash. This is scarlet rash. Dilated pupil, photophobia, which is side effect of anticholinergic, blurring of near vision, palpitation, excitement, psychotic behavior, ataxia, delirium, dreadful vision, hallucinations, hypotension, weak and rapid pulse, cardiovascular collapse with respiratory depression, convulsions, and coma occurs in severe poisoning. So these all are the side effects of anticholinergic drugs. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Pharma Notes, and in next part we will move towards the sympathomimetic drugs. Thank you.